Hi, everybody. We're early.
Yeah, had to make up for last time, huh?
We're early.
Well, that's good. I'm still kind of waking up a little bit. I was kind of wishing that you would have said 3.
Well, I looked at you and you didn't answer. So.
Well, it was just because normally if I'm going to take a nap, from the time I decide I'm going to lay down, I would like a 3-hour time block. That's 20 to 30 minutes to fall asleep and maximum of 2 hours if I need a 2-hour nap.
Oh.
So, like, if I know I'll only have an hour to sleep, I can almost not fall asleep. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta
You were asleep. I heard you snoring.
No, I finally fell asleep. I got maybe 30 minutes of sleep, but
you have a buggy hair.
All right. Anyway, what's up, y'all? How you doing? Let me get this shared real quick. At least I'm rested up. So
yes. And then I'm gonna put the link if you guys want to buy a reading while we're live. In the comments, it'll be pinned. So, accepting orders. All right. And then I will also get the list in the comments as well. But are you ready?
Not yet. Let me.
Oh, okay.
I'll share it on Facebook and YouTube.
And then that's the order that we're doing it. The readings. And then whatever comes in after that.
All right. What's up, y'all? How you doing? There's a few of you up in here. We need to come on here more often.
I've been telling you.
I know, but I just decided that I'm going to stop saying that I'm going to, because I feel like the last 2 years now, pretty much ever since we moved to California, I've been wanting to get back into the habit of getting on here and chatting again. And I say I'm going to, and I'll do it a couple of times and then just stop. So I just decided to stop saying that I'm going to, because every time I do, I just don't do it. But
that's how I feel about these readings too. It's like, don't even say we're going to do it again, because we don't know when.
Yeah.
And then I was saying to you too, like, we need to chat again. We used to chat all the time, both of us. But kind of what you were saying in the last video is like, there's nothing to talk about. Mm-hmm. There is things to talk about. Once you start talking, we can kind of like think of things.
I guess, yeah. I mean, used to, back in the day, here's the thing. I mean, used to, I was always talking about and teaching manifestation, you know?
Well, you still can.
I just feel like I just, every time I start feeling like I'm talking about that stuff, I feel like I'm just repeating myself, you know?
That's true, but I think it's good to still post it, because it's good to be reminded of things, and everybody needs a good reminder.
Yeah.
Even if you have talked about it, or there's new faces who have not heard it. So, okay, are you guys ready?
All right, here we go.
All right, we're gonna start with Susan. Sorry.
Actually, hang on.
Oh my God, you did this last time.
Deck swap.
Cliffhanger. Deck swap. We can also burn some sage, I guess, too.
And in the next 45 minutes or so, I'm probably gonna.
Let me get that lighter.
Swap these out too. All right.
Let me get the torch.
Lloyd. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all.
I love these sage sticks, especially when they're fresh. They're like roses on them and like lavender and stuff. It smells so good. But this stick in particular, I don't know why this one is such a pain to light. It does not stay lit at all. We're gonna have to like, it's hard. It's like it's all stem.
Yeah, or maybe they packed it too tight.
I know. I just think it's all stem. Like, it's just the stick. Because I try lighting it and it just like doesn't light. So I'm just gonna have to like tear it all apart. Okay, we're gonna shut down. Give her due time. All right, starting off with Susan. It says, how does the forecast look for 6 months in regards to finances? There is conversation from upper management of possibly getting moved up in the workspace. I will be at work, so I will have to see it at a different time. Thank you, Rich.
All right. Oh, the judgment. The Empress. King of Coins reversed. The World card reversed. Well, I don't think your cycle where you are right now is not quite complete yet. Not quite. So there's still something in regards to that cycle that hasn't seen itself through. But I'm also kind of feeling here like somebody in regards to whoever that is that's making those decisions may not be able to be trusted. Not really in like a malicious type of way, but just kind of in a not really able to make very good decisions type of way. I don't know. This right here is telling me that it's looking like the next 6 months, your cycle still isn't quite complete yet. Let me see what this one says. Let's see if we get any of those same cards. Let's see. King of Swords. And 3 of Wands. So there's a waiting game here. Temperance again. 4 of Wands reversed. I don't think it's quite time for that door to open just yet. Not quite. Your cycle's not quite complete yet. So if things keep moving at the pace that they're moving right now, which is something that I don't think you hardly have any control of, honestly. I think that a lot of it has to do with this, whoever this individual is that's making decisions, or whoever that is. But it is kind of looking like the next 6 months is a bit of a plateau, unless something. I don't know what it would take for this person to get their act together and start making decisions. But I don't think your cycle's quite complete yet. I would give it I'd probably honestly give it maybe a 25 to 30% chance that that'll happen before 6 months.
But it's going to happen?
Yeah, I do think that is part of the path. I think so.
Gosh, I'm making a mess over here.
It's all good.
It's all good. Yeah, it's not your desk. That's why you don't care.
This is an easy desk to clean. You kidding me? This is a brand new desk. You can take a wet wipe and just wipe it all down. Super easy to clean.
Yeah. All right. Next is Megan. Hi, Rich. I'm a Cancer. I broke up with my boyfriend last March. Have been focusing on work, my kids, and healing. I'm feeling ready to date again. What's coming in for me next in love? Ten of Swords reverse jumped out there. That's the healing card. Okay. All right. Chariot. Tower card reverse. Judgment. Honestly, this kind of feels like a test. Okay, that's good. A test. So the good news
is that you're tested when it's time to level up. So I don't know. So basically, I'm assuming that by you saying I've been focusing on work means that you know that as soon as you put yourself back out there, things are going to pick up. Well, you'll probably be tested a time or two in the beginning when you first make the solid decision to really put yourself back out there. It'll probably be some sort of test. And it says here that you've done a decent amount of healing. There's still more healing to be done, okay? Because last March, that's not quite been a year yet. Most of the time, you want to dedicate no less than 1 year just to start healing. You know, usually at 1 year is when healing first starts. But you can get quite a bit of healing done in that 1 year time frame. So you'll more than likely be tested. Best case scenario, you've done so much healing and have integrated so much growth into your path that you won't even realize you're being tested. And it won't even mean anything. Worst case scenario, you'll get sucked back in and repeat a past cycle. So that's good though, because if you pass the test, that means that the next contract, when you pass a test, you level up. So there will be a lot more potential with the next contract due. So also, by the way, there might be more than one test that just slipped in here. There might be more than one test with 7 of Cups, Devil card, 10 of Pentacles, you know, potentially people leading the way with their money and material things, you know, for sex-based connections and whatnot. But if you pass tests, which all you got to do is pay attention to the energy, and then there's nothing left but your person. So just keep your eye out on some tests. Be picky about what the energy feels like with you and anybody that you connect with. Don't be afraid to walk away from something that doesn't feel right. And you could potentially end up attracting your person in the next year.
Pull this leg out a little bit or something, see if it comes out at all. No, it doesn't?
Nope.
Okay, stop. Okay. Next is Stephanie. Says, what is the outcome for this situationship / friends with benefits I've been in with Colt? It's like he won't let himself fall in love with me, and it's too painful for me just to be his friend when I'm in love with him and hoping for more.
Yeah, that's
I'm scared of this one.
Dangerous situation to be in. Have you ever seen a friends with benefits turn successful?
I have no idea. Probably
I
not.
never have. I've never witnessed that happen, ever. I'm curious, though, because I'm sure it's happened out there somewhere in the ether of recorded history, but I've never seen it happen. Anytime I've ever seen friends with benefits.
I mean, it's never happened to me.
I've never seen it happen to anybody. You know?
Yeah.
Like 80% of the time, one person catches feelings. And let me look at the status of the soul contract, though. So I don't think we really need a tarot card to figure out that this is not your divine life partner. Because, you know, your divine life partner will absolutely give himself permission to fall in love with you. Devil card, Ace of Cups reversed. So it's not telling me what the status of the contract is. 9 of Swords. Well, I don't think it was a long-term relationship contract. Actually, you know what I think this was? I think this was a contract that was meant to alter the trajectory of your life path. That's why you and this person connected. Okay. That's what it is. Well, sex-based connection, no new start in love. Yeah. 99% of the time, that's what happens with friends with benefits situations. So, yeah. Yep. The primary reason why you and this person connected was to drastically alter the trajectory of your life path. Those those types of connections can be some of the most frustrating, painful, nonsensical connections you can be involved in. It's not going to make sense. I don't have time to unpack all of that in this video, but they don't make sense. If they did, it wouldn't work. But it will make sense one day if you're able to separate yourself from your emotions and take a look back at your past with no bias. You'll be able to understand why it was meant to happen. But this was mainly meant to alter the trajectory of your path, and I'm thinking for the very most part, it completed itself. It completed itself, but it hasn't seen itself all the way through. So it's meant to energetically influence you, which it has done. So now you and this person are energetically tied. It's dragging you kicking and screaming down a path that you never would have found if left to your own devices. That hasn't seen itself all the way through yet. If you keep pushing and pushing, it's probably just going to end up crashing and burning. It's probably going to be pretty hurtful and painful. But this is mainly meant to alter the trajectory of your path. Be careful with friends with benefits situations. Be careful with that. I've never personally witnessed one turn into a successful relationship. Doesn't mean it's never happened necessarily, and I guess it doesn't mean that it can't happen. I've never seen it though, so be careful with that.
Okay, next is for Natalie. And the question is, will I have any more children?
I haven't had a question like that in a long time. Well, I'm still on a lucky streak with those.
What's that mean?
Knock on wood. Every question about pregnancy I've ever had, I've never been inaccurate so far. Those are the ones that make me nervous about kids and pregnancy and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for one very specific card. That would be the Empress. 6 of Cups will work too, I guess, but the Empress is the main one we're looking for here. High Priestess. Death card reversed. Okay, I'm not seeing it in the first spread. So let me grab the second spread before I keep talking. King of Wands. Tower reversed. Okay. So I don't really think that I don't think you have any pre-birth soul contracts for children right now. So before you incarnated, every entity that agreed to play the role as one of your children, those contracts have already been completed. You would really have to put out a pretty strong call right now to call out to the universe to see if there are any entities out there that want to play the role of one of your children. And then, the guides and the universe would have to get together and add to your life path and do this whole complex process. So you would have to pretty much manifest it right now. So unless you really want to manifest it, probably not. But if you want to manifest that, I would dedicate all of 2025 to manifesting that if I was you. Which is possible, by the way.
So that last reading you did for Stephanie, what was the outcome then?
Outcome of what?
Her and the situation, friends with benefits person.
I already said the outcome.
What is it?
It depends on what you choose to do. I mean, the outcome is kind of on you. If you can.
She says that you didn't answer her question.
Yeah, I did. The outcome, if you either do what you're doing right now, which will crash and burn. I held the Tower card up. That's an outcome. Crashing and burning is an outcome.
That's what I was thinking, but okay.
Yeah.
All right, next is Marvin. Is there new love coming my way? I am tired of waiting. Thank you.
I'll bet you it'll come your way when you quit waiting. That's what the universe does. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Because, see, told you. We got to be careful what we're telling the universe. This is the craziest part about being in this dimension, is that the universe is always giving you everything you need to keep doing whatever it is that you're currently doing. So if I'm sitting around and waiting, the universe sees me and says, oh, so you like sitting around and waiting. Okay, no problem. Let's give you more sitting around and waiting. So with the 3 of Wands reversed and the 7 of Pentacles reversed, there's a lot of quantum physics behind how this works too. And that's another 30-minute long lecture that I give my personal clients in the full readings. But as soon as you quit waiting and you release it, boom, there's your person. You know how they always say that you meet your person when you quit looking for them? You find them when you least expect them. There's a big bunch of quantum physics behind how that works. But that's the truth. I mean, there's a lot of holes in that statement, though. It's not just whether or not you're waiting for it. It's when somebody meets their divine life partner, the question isn't just, are they looking for it? It's when somebody meets their person, why are they not looking for it? Because they've matched the vibration of love, happiness, and abundance from within. Most people are waiting for a relationship because they're vibrating at a frequency of emptiness and brokenness. So once you match the vibration of love and abundance, you stop waiting on it, you know? So your divine life partner is all that's left. So while you're looking for it, no. While you're looking for it, while you're waiting on it, that blocks it. The only thing that I don't really know how to tell you is how to release it. That's hard. That's tricky. That's difficult.
You have to get tired of waiting.
Yeah.
Like you just said, you're tired of waiting. So now what's after that? Giving up.
Mm-hmm.
Once you like give it up and say, whatever. But then now you already know this information. So now it's going to mess with your head.
Well, it is a mind fuck. It is a mind fuck. Because that's what I was going through right before I met you. That's what I was going through. Because I was getting to the point where I was like, you know what? I'm just so fucking tired of holding on to this. But I know as soon as I let it go, I'm going to meet my person. I knew it was happening. And it was just such a mind fuck, dude. I don't even know how to explain it. And then, sure enough.
Here I go.
Less than 2 weeks after I completely dropped it, let go of it, and gave up on it. Boom, there you are.
Here I am.
But yeah, your divine life partner is all that's left. But yeah, the sitting and waiting, it doesn't matter what you're trying to manifest. It doesn't matter if it's love, a job, money, doesn't matter what it is. Waiting on it, looking for it, that blocks it from coming in. Your divine life partner is all that's due to come in. It depends on when and if you're able to release it and get out of the way so the universe can bring it to you.
A good advice, I think, would be find something that is going to distract you from your thoughts. Like a hobby, or like, do you like to play The Sims? Or like, because Sims is a good time waster, or just something you can put like your whole focus in. That's what I do because I like to play games. So I'll play like The Sims or like something on my Xbox, or just something where I can completely zone out and then you're not thinking about what it is that you're trying to manifest. Or like a hobby, if you like to do art, or I don't know, like if I do art, I feel like my mind, it's at ease, but I think a lot when I'm doing crafts per se versus having to focus on like a game or something like that. But that's just me. Just find something to get your mind off of it.
That's the main reason why I get into bonsai trees and shit. That's the main reason, is to keep my mind distracted from the things I'm working on manifesting.
See, we got some people in the chat who love The Sims. Okay, The Sims, your ass will be playing for hours. Okay, that is hours of time to not be thinking about who's gonna come in and you're gonna be in a relationship with. Just saying. And if you've never played, start. That's like so toxic. That's like, oh, you've never smoked weed before? Here, you should start. And then you're gonna get addicted. Except I don't like weed, but just an example. Okay, next person is Sampa. And it says, hello, my question is, what are blank's feelings for me? His birthday is January 17th.
What type of situation is it?
Obviously, it has to do with
It's
love.
not obvious. Is it a past person, somebody you dealt with in the past?
Oh, yeah, I don't think I got that information.
Somebody is it a current person that you're kind of talking to?
I think they might be here in the chat. I think they might be in the chat. They're friends.
Friends, okay. All right. 9 of Pentacles reversed. Kind of seems like...
It says, sorry, we never had anything, just a kiss one time.
Seems like the main thing on this person's mind is money for some reason. Does he struggle financially, or is he just materialistic minded? I don't know. It just seems, hang on. Or maybe is he Earth sign possibly? 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles reversed.
They're both Capricorns.
Oh, well, there you go. There you go. There you go. Okay. So he's got his guard up. Very lonely.
And he owns a business.
Okay. There you go. Okay. So very, very lonely. He's very, very lonely, but he's guarded. So it kind of usually when this kind of energy comes through, it comes through when somebody was fucked over very, very badly or hurt very badly in the past and has no idea how to heal from it, which most people don't. So they just throw their walls up and don't let nobody in. And wear this cloak of false happiness and false confidence while they just build this big old concrete wall around their heart and don't let anybody get near it. And especially an earth sign like a Capricorn who dumps all their energy into their work, their finances, and they let that engulf them. So it's almost kind of like, I think this person feels a really, really, really strong connection with you, but is intentionally trying to ignore it and fight it and kind of like run from it, you know, with the Lover's card and the 9 of Wands. Let me grab the second spread here. What's funny?
The comments.
Oh. Not ready yet. Hang on. All right, one more.
She said that cut all communication. Cut out. I don't know what that is. I wasn't listening to what you were saying, so I'm not sure how that resonates.
What?
She said, but cut out all communication.
So they're not.
Or is that what that said?
They're not in communication?
Did you ask that?
No. I was just wondering. She said they're friends. I was just wondering if it was somebody from the past. So it's somebody that you used to communicate with. But yeah, no, I mean, 7 of Wands, 10 of Wands. So long story short, I think this person did feel a really, really heavy, intense connection with you. But again, this person's very guarded, not wanting to let anybody in. This person felt a very abnormally strong connection with you, but still had so much shit from something else from the past that he didn't know how to deal with. So, you know, he had his walls up, had his guard up, and didn't want to let nobody in. So he channels all of his energy into focusing on nothing but money, career, finance, and that's all he engulfs himself in. So I guess the only way I can answer that as directly as possible is he feels a really intense connection with you, but does everything he can to block it out and try to fight it and ignore it.
Okay. Next is Natalie. It says, I'm Natalie, Taurus, 5'1", 76. He's Antonio, Capricorn, 1/19, 77. Antonio is a past person, and we are in separation for about 4 months now. Will we be reunited soon? We have been together for almost 2 years and living together. When out of the blue, he called things off. It's been almost 4 months, and we have just started back to communicate when he wasn't talking to me at all. I mean, ignored me 100%. I never was given a reason why he wanted to break things off. He just never said. Not sure how he feels about me, as he doesn't discuss feelings. Men, shaking my head. Just wanted to know if we would be reunited soon. What?
I just read that. That's literally the mini reading that I just did, word for word.
What?
Yeah, go look at the mini reading I just did.
This one?
No, Angela.
It's not word for word.
Yeah, click it.
This is it. That's it.
No, click what you just had up. Or yeah, that one. I just read that as a mini reading in there. That's what I just read before. I thought it was Angela. It's not. It's Crystal. Yeah. So
wait.
Is that the same person? Or did you accidentally put the wrong description?
Oh, fuck. Did I do something wrong? Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, I wonder, because I had that copied. I had it copied, and then I went to copy this, and then it must not have copied. So when I pasted, it was the last thing I pasted. So I accidentally pasted this. So you did read that on someone else's reading, so you're going to have to redo that reading.
Oh.
Oops. Okay, I'll email that lady.
Yeah, email her and let her know that we screwed up. It happens every now and then, man.
Wow. Actually, no, that has not happened. Like, in
been a long time.
Very long time, if ever. That's crazy. Whoops. Well, sorry about that, Natalie. Somebody else got a reading.
But
what you said.
I never said your name in it, but I read the situation under somebody else's name earlier.
Yeah. I'll have to email that lady. Whoops. Whoops.
Okay. So we will be reunited soon. Let me see the contract.
Sorry, Natalie. So you mailed or you sent out this reading already?
Yeah, I sent it to her. Okay, ooh, we got the world card in the upright, indicating a completed contract. Okay. Well, that doesn't leave much wiggle room, but it leaves a little bit. So y'all completed your contract. Spiritually, that's the reason why the separation happened. Now, that's not necessarily the human perspective behind why things happened. But spiritually, you parted ways because it was time to part ways. But let me see if I can get an energy check on this person here. Let me see. Page 1. Moon reversed. Okay. Wow. Yep. The exact same message came through this time too. That's interesting. Okay. Well,
you were channeling the right message just for the wrong person.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so I mean, it depends on what you mean by reunited anytime soon. I would give it about a 75% chance that this year the two of you probably will reconnect. However, be careful with that because 7 of Cups reversed. The main thing this person's doing right now is I think this person has a fear that things are not going to go well with whatever it was that he decided to run off and do. So
go ahead, sorry.
whether he left you for somebody else, whatever it was, he's keeping secrets. Like when somebody just turns on you like that for no reason, they're hiding something. They're hiding something. They're keeping some kind of secret. And so what I think he's doing right now is his either things have already gone south or he's afraid that things are not going to be very successful with what it is that he's doing. So he's making sure that he has an energetic hook in you, just to make sure that in case everything goes south and all of his options dry up, that, he'll be able to reel you back in. So it depends on what you mean by soon. I'd give it about a 75% chance that before 2025 is over, you all are going to reconnect. But be careful with that. Be careful with the Emperor in the reverse here. Most of the time, when a man who walked away from you comes back, it's because he has no other options. If a man walks away from you and he comes back, it's because his plan fell through 90% of the time. There's exceptions. I've seen a couple of exceptions to this, but not very many. So be careful with that. Okay. Again, the contract is complete. So, okay.
Oh.
Did you write that person?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I was just writing back to you. This is another Stephanie we're about to read for. Yeah, there's 2 Stephanies, just so everybody knows. The first Stephanie was not very happy, but maybe this Stephanie will be a little bit happy.
Well, be happy, be unhappy all you want. You'll see it's true what I said. That happens, man. It's part of this job. Get pissed off at me all you fucking want, but you know it's true.
All right. Stephanie says, hi, Stephanie. She's a Gemini here. Will my boyfriend, the Pisces, and I move into our own place by the end of the month?
Fool card. Well, you're on path for it. You are on path for it. You should be on the path that's leading you in that direction. Well, do you have a place picked out? Because it's kind of telling me that there either was or will be more than one option. Is there already a place picked out? Because unless you've already picked out a place, there's a couple of different.
She said we will. We just signed a lease today.
Okay. So then that means there was more than one path available. Okay. So you picked whatever path you picked. You're on target for it. If you sign the lease today, Shouldn't it say in the lease when you're going to move in?
Maybe time's gone by and something changed then. Well, then did you want a different question then if you already signed your lease, or what is going on with that?
Yeah. Usually when you sign a lease, you know when you're moving in.
Yeah. Let's just wait and see what she says.
Because it's on path for it. Fool card. And by the way, this is a long-term life partnership soul contract you're dealing with too, just to let you know.
Well, that's always reassuring.
Yeah. It is a life partnership contract. So
yeah, she said she asked the question before we knew what was going to happen. So okay, what do you want to know now then, since she reads her reading? Right? Do you want to just ask something else?
Yeah, that's fine.
You can ask something else if you want. But now you already know he's your life partner, so now you can't ask that.
It's a life partnership contract, which means you better be ready to change and grow and evolve.
Oh shit! She said that they didn't know it was going to happen until we took during our break.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, yeah, you're on path for it. So the Fool card came out, and there you go. But yeah, just to let you know, too, this is a long-term life partnership soul contract.
We don't even know what she wants to have read yet.
I just want you to know that.
You're already pulling cards, and we don't even know her question.
Okay, I'm waiting.
Yeah, we're waiting. We're waiting! I'm just kidding. Kidding, kind of. Maybe she doesn't have a question now. Because you answered all her questions. Maybe there's something else. Anyways, for those of you just joining, we are still accepting orders. So the link to purchase is pinned in the comments, and we do accept Afterpay.
Yeah, if you want to grab another question real quick.
She said she doesn't know what to ask now. See, you answered everything.
Oh, I did? Okay. Well,
do you want to just pull a spread on the guy?
Yeah, we can do that.
Or a life partnership, I guess, if you want.
We can do that. Let's see.
Since you already started reading into that in a way, that's what kind of came out.
Card. Okay.
And reassurance is always good.
And star card, death card. Okay, so I don't know how long you all have been together, but this is more of an advice spread, I think, than anything. And maybe just a reminder. So maybe you already knew this, but don't be fooled by the idea that we've been given about, being with your person and, building a life partnership with somebody. It's not, you don't just kick your feet back and you're happily ever after. That'll come later. But in the beginning, you're going through a major metamorphosis. Both of you are. And it requires a lot of work, growth, and evolution. And it's going to challenge you. And it's going to trigger you in ways that you've never been triggered. It's going to bring out the best in you by bringing out the worst in you, if that makes any sense. It's going to trigger the things that need worked on the most and challenge the things that you need to work on the most. And you're going to do that to them too. So just know that, this is a life partnership contract, but don't be fooled by the Disney movies, happily ever after. I just kick my feet back and I'm happy for the rest of my life. There's going to be work involved. Okay. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not saying that it's going to be bad or horrible or anything like that. I just because a lot of people I've seen life partnership contracts get screwed up after many, 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 many years because of so much fighting of that transformation process. They'll fight that process. And if that builds up for a long enough period of time, it can screw up a life partnership contract. And then that's when it turns into a karmic contract. So you're on a pretty good path right now. Y'all are on a pretty good path. You're entering into a very transformational journey that is going to turn you into an unrecognizable version of yourself in the next year or two. So just keep doing what you're doing, and yeah, you're on a pretty good path right now.
All right, next one is anonymous. Prospect for a love relationship. Any hope anytime soon? Past, return, or new? Any guidance will be helpful.
Okay, so that means that there are still energetic ties in the past. So that's a big key indicator right there. But there is past energy still weighing you down. If it wasn't, you wouldn't even be considering somebody from the past. Let me see what your path looks like and what the energy looks like. Two of Wands, Eight of Wands. Okay. Yep, there's that past energy. There it is. Okay, so you don't have any unfinished business from the past. So anything that you've experienced in the past completed its purpose and served its purpose successfully. So now the past energy just needs to be released. I'm thinking that there is a potential contract for you in a totally different location as well, with the Eight of Wands right there. So there are actually there's a couple of prospects. I think you do have a backup karmic contract as well. But I'm thinking that there's a very, very major dominant contract, probably in a completely different location. So I don't know how open you are to traveling. If you're not open to that at all, then, after time passes, you'll bypass that timeline. But if you are open to traveling, there is a pretty significant dominant backup contract in a totally different location. But right now, with the Eight of Cups reversed, Nine of Swords, past energy is still weighing on you pretty heavily. Let's see what this one says. Yeah, there we go. See, you cleared a lot of karma. So there's no unfinished business. So anything that you're thinking about from the past is all karma that's been cleared. So releasing the past right now and processing through it would be very, very, very important. Five of Swords. Eight of Cups, Queen of Cups, Hangman. Okay, World card again. Yeah. So I think the next contract, there's a couple of contracts I'm seeing here. When it comes to your divine life partner, that's still quite a ways away. But there are a couple of different contracts close to you. The closest one is in a different location. The closest one. But that's just a backup contract. If you don't want to get involved in that or on that energetic frequency, you can bypass that timeline. But the next one up from that still requires just a little bit of healing that needs to be done before you reach the vibrational frequency to attract that person in. But there is potential for a long-term successful life partnership as far as that goes. So there's a couple different options right now. But if you say, fuck all that, I don't want anything if it's not my person, then yeah, I don't know how long you've been single, but there's probably going to be a major transformation process that's going to happen before that happens too. But there's your path right now is really, really, really layered and complex. I'm not even 100% sure how to bring that to a solid point for this little reading right here. Did that sound like I
wasn't listening to anything you're saying.
Okay.
Sorry.
A couple of different options right now. A couple of them. So
I'm over here doing multitasking, reading people's questions, and doing all this extra stuff.
Well, that was a pretty layered timeline for this person right now.
Okay.
So, okay. Well, hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully.
All right. Next is Jessica. Hi, Rich. I am 37 years old and I have been single for the past 7 years after ending a 15-year relationship. I've been dating but haven't gotten into a committed relationship yet. I would like to know if a husband and a biological child is in the cards for me. And then after this, she got another one, so I hop into that one.
Judgment reversed. Emperor reversed. Well, so I don't. This is tricky. Wow. Well, I don't think that last relationship was supposed to come to an end. I don't think it was. I don't think so. I think that was supposed to be a life partnership contract. Was supposed to be. And like I just said a few minutes ago, that can still be screwed up, in which it turns into a karmic contract unless that's released. So I don't know what the details of that situation was, but it wasn't supposed to go down the way that it went down. So in order to call in a different person to play that role, that is possible. It is possible, but oh, man. See, I keep getting all these questions that I don't know how to summarize it in a short way without going on a 10, 15-minute lecture.
Thanks.
Let me grab the second spread. Let me grab the second spread here. Page of Pentacles, Two of Wands reversed, Temperance. Okay, so there's still a karmic tie with the past person. That's a pretty hefty, energetic karmic tie when a life partnership contract gets screwed up. It's a pretty heavy karmic tie that requires a lot of energy work to untie from it. A whole lot. Conscious energy work. So in the cards, not technically right now, but in the realm of possibility, yeah. I'm kind of wondering how long you've been on your spiritual path. Because you could make it happen. You could make it happen if you undergo, more transformation and releasing and whatnot. But there's still a really, 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 really heavy karmic tie with the last person that you disconnected from. Because it was not supposed to go down the way that it went down. There's no finger pointing. I'm not saying that you did wrong or I don't know who did wrong. I don't care. That wasn't the way the soul contract was supposed to go down. So, yeah, you could make it happen. But I don't want to dig any deeper into that without knowing more. You know what I'm saying? Because single for 7 years, that was 15 years long. There's,
Well, her next question might answer something.
Oh, okay.
It says, hi, Rich. I am a Gemini and have been dealing with a Libra on and off for 3 years. We're off now. When we get close, he'll pick a fight and say hurtful things to push me away. I see daily reminders of him everywhere, and it's hard. Will we reconcile, or is this the end?
Three of Swords. Devil card, Three of Swords. You know that old saying, hurt people hurt people. And there's the Libra card next to the repeat cycle card. Well, I mean, right now, this person, long story short, in order for a reconciliation to work out successfully, both people involved have to bring a new vibration back to the table. All it takes is one person with the Libra card right there, bringing the same energy back to the connection that was there the last time, and the same cycle will loop around on repeat. So I still have on and off energy here. They're still showing a repeat cycle. So there's potential for reconciliation, but with situations like this, if there's not an energetic change on both parts, it's going to keep continuing the same cycle. It's been another thing that you have to be careful with on and off connections is when you let somebody come and go in and out of your life, they start getting comfortable coming and going, you know? So I would say that if you want to give this person one more chance, but you have to make sure that solid, firm boundaries are set somehow, where it's like, I'm not going to play this game again. You do this next time, and that's the end of it. If that's understood, and both of you can really get on the same page, you could reconcile successfully. But if not, you know, it'll repeat that cycle because you're dealing with a very, very broken, fucked up individual. Devil card again. So, yeah, okay. It's possible, but just go into it with caution. Make sure solid boundaries are laid, understood, and respected. And don't bring this person all the way into your life until you're 100% confident that that has been done. Okay? I'm going to do another deck swap.
Deck swap.
Deck swap.
Okay. Nebby?
Yeah.
You see my text?
What?
Did you see my text?
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way,
I'm on video. Can you text me?
okay.
Vaya just got home. Teenage girls. Her birthday is tomorrow. She's gonna be 14. Big teenager. Scared. Scared for my life.
Okay.
Are you getting your life together?
Huh?
Are you getting your life together?
Yeah. Getting it together, man. So earlier, you remember how I gave you that pill packet of fermented skate liver oil and vitamin D3?
What?
Remember that?
What?
You had a little pill packet thingy
Oh yeah.
of fermented skate liver oil and vitamin D3.
Let me guess.
Well, I
you're
found
eating
it. And I took them earlier and I forgot about it. And I've been burping skate liver oil.
Ew! Get away from me.
Ah, it's funny. Anywho. All right, we having fun?
Yeah, all 20 of us are having a grand slam time.
Yay.
I
Okay.
feel like I like doing these on the weekends better because we get more like people tuning in, and a lot of people are at work. I think they're at work or they're busy.
Well, I told you we could stretch it out and make it a little bit longer, but you didn't want to do that.
I know, it's okay. So. Did you miss mine? Who? I don't know what your name is. Sorry, I can't tell by your profile name. All right, next we're gonna do Sag. Sag says, "Will my husband Daniel, who's a Virgo, and I work things out? He has been dealing with mental health issues, and we have been separated for 4 months since he abandoned me and the kids."
Uh-oh, 7 of Swords. That's no good. And the Virgo card reversed. 7 of Swords, Virgo card reversed. He's lying about something. He's lying about something. 7 of Cups. 5 of Wands. Well. 9 of Cups reversed. 10 of Cups reversed. I'm just not really convinced that this person is being 100% upfront and honest with you. I don't think he abandoned you because he has mental health issues. He abandoned you because he has some sneaky shit going on behind the scenes. So with the 5 of Wands right here, I don't, it's not looking like it. I'm not gonna lie, man. It ain't looking like it. Let me grab the second spread.
What is that supposed to mean?
What's what supposed to mean?
He doesn't have mental health problems?
I mean, I'm not saying he does or he doesn't. I'm saying that's not why he abandoned you.
Oh, he's blaming it on that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
So. 3 of Swords. Yeah, I think that's why he abandoned you. I'm not questioning whether or not he has mental health issues, you know, because I mean, if you're gonna abandon your wife and kids, you got mental health issues. But I don't think that's the reason why he did it. My concern is not just whether or not you're going to attempt to work things out, but whether or not you're going to be able to do it successfully. Because first of all, he's not being honest about why he abandoned you and what he's had going on in his life. He's not been honest about that. So let's say you all did come back together, okay? He's bringing all this dishonest, deceitful energy back to the table, first of all. So the energy wouldn't even feel the same between the two of you. Second of all, you wouldn't be able to sleep at night wondering when he's going to do it again. So would the two of you be able to process through all that? That's the question. Would he open up and be 100% real, raw, upfront, and honest with you about the truth behind why he really abandoned you and what he's had going on in his life? So I don't think this was supposed to go down this way. Lover's card, Death card reversed. So when you're dealing with a soul contract that is not going according to plan, what's going to happen is up in the air because it wasn't even supposed to happen this way. You know, this was a life partnership contract. I've been seeing that happen a lot here today. It doesn't come through very often. This must be a big thing happening now.
The planets are aligning.
Yeah, life partnership contract. So that this wasn't even supposed to happen this way. So when things aren't going according to plan, it's really hard to read what's going to happen when you all already overshot your target. Does that make sense? I mean, I hope you do. But right now, it doesn't look like he's willing to open up and be honest about what's really going on. So unless you can get him to open up and be real about what's really going on somehow, some way, I don't know how you're going to do that. But unless you're able to do that, probably not. He's going to have to swallow his pride, swallow his ego, And then here's the question too. If he does that, would you even let him come back? That's the question. See, it's so layered and complex that, yeah, hopefully I'm hoping y'all are able to do that because it's now officially a karmic tie because it wasn't supposed to come to an end. So.
And he left you once, so he probably thinks if he did it once, he could do it again.
Yeah.
Don't trust those people. I mean, you never know. I just don't trust that. Next is Patricia. Says, I just met someone I'm Facebook friends with. He states he's been interested in me for a while. We talked yesterday for 4 hours. He's been married and divorced 4 times. I have never been married. We started talking on Facebook dating app. He's a Virgo, needs some insight. Oh, have you guys hung out yet though? I'm scared. Anything, you hear all the horror stories about Facebook, like,
Yeah.
I'm scared.
The Fool card.
Oh yeah, it says that they met.
So he's the type of person to just jump in head first without thinking. That's why he's been divorced so many times. Because he'll just jump in head first. He's a Virgo. Does he have any maybe Cardinal or Aries energy in there anywhere? I wonder if he has like an Aries moon or maybe a Cancer moon. You know, it kind of seems like well, see, I got 2 Aries cards here. Anyway, though, he's definitely the type. He has a lot of insecurities. Very, very insecure. Little to no self-confidence. He's probably the type that likes to try to overcompensate with a false cloak of fake confidence that's a cover-up. He's really a very insecure individual with very low self-confidence. And he is absolutely the type to where he would just jump straight in head first and probably get married to you in less than a year without even getting to know you. And I think it has mainly to do with him running from trauma. You know, it's not uncommon either for people like this to have addiction issues. I don't know if he does or not, but that can manifest into addictions when you're running from your problems like that, you know, because that's what it is. Deep down inside, he's running from his problems. So let's see. Empress reverse. Emperor reversed again. Be careful with this one here. Take it slow. Hierophant. Okay, Death reverse. King. Yeah, take it slow with this person. Take it slow. Now, when I say take it slow, I don't mean outlandish and ridiculous. Common sense slow. You know, common sense slow. I don't know what that means to you, but, you know, dating for a reasonable period of time, and then we move in after however long, and, you know, just slow as in normal common sense. Don't let this start moving real fast. Be sure you're able to get to know this person, work on communication, and work on being able to build a genuine friendship with this person. Because, yeah, this could end up being something that takes off pedal to the metal, 120 mile an hour, and then loses control and crashes into a brick wall, which seems to be a pattern in his life. So, yeah.
Hence the 4 divorces.
Yeah.
Unless he just picked crazy ones, and then, you know.
Well, yeah, that's what happens. When you jump head first into something without thinking about it, the likelihood that you're going to pick a crazy one is pretty fucking likely.
Men always pick with their heads first. What do you mean?
Oh.
The other head does the picking, not this one. If you know what I mean. Okay. Next is JC.
Jesus Christ.
He immediately made me think of that guy.
Which guy?
At the gym. All right. Speaking to a Leo for 1 year. Haven't met in person. I initiated a break because of emotional unavailability. He said, you know, I'm always here for you. It would be a shame if we never met. What are his feelings / the advice, please?
Well, then why didn't he make plans to come meet you then? A year? A year? And he's going to play emotional games with you like that? It'd be a shame if we never did. Well, why the fuck didn't you say, let's go meet? Or let's meet halfway?
He did. He said it would be a shame if we never met.
Well, then why didn't he take the action to make sure that they met? Yeah, it would be a shame. You've had a year. Why didn't you come meet me then?
Yeah.
So, anyway, let's see. Seiji.
What was that?
Mm-hmm.
That was your child.
My child.
That was a lop drop. I do not take part in that sound. That's all you.
Okay, well, we do have that karmic wheel right up top there. So I'm not sure exactly what it is that you're looking for here, but I'm not seeing with the there's 2 of wands here. Okay, and I'm gonna have to pull the second spread here. This didn't tell me much. This didn't tell me much. Queen of Cups. So the thing is, why is this just sitting stagnant over a year? We've been talking for a year. Well, then why hasn't he taken the initiative? You know, I would have said, yeah, it is a damn shame that we haven't met yet. Been talking for a year. A year? A year. Yeah, that's a shame we haven't met yet. That is a shame. Why haven't you made the move to come see me? Or maybe we'll meet halfway or something, you know?
She said, I've got to lose weight first.
What? That's what
Seriously, he didn't dig curvy girls. He is a plank. What does that mean?
He said you have to lose weight first?
No, he said he doesn't dig curvy girls. Is he gay? My mom wanted me to be Daisy because of that, Leah. Oh, that's cool. I wrote in the comments what that guy with all the stickers. It was like, I was so surprised when we saw that. Okay. And she says she has to go to him too.
Why? Well, with the karmic wheel up there in the upright, I mean, it does kind of feel like whatever. I feel like there was a little bit of karma for y'all to clear, and it has been cleared. But I'm not sure what it is we're looking for here. I'm not really seeing anything indicating a genuine love connection at all. Matter of fact, I don't have one single cup on the table here. I don't have one. So I don't think this person really has a genuine interest. Not genuine. If it was me, I'm thinking that he's probably the type with the 7 of Cups reversed where he's probably talking to a lot of people. Probably talking to a whole lot. You're probably not the only person he's been talking to. And he likes to keep an energetic hook in each person, you know, just for a backup. I wouldn't. I mean, 4 of Wands reversed, I think I would close the door on this. Unavailability for a year. You have to go to him. And he's going to emotionally manipulate you like that by, you know, throwing that little jab at you. Oh, it'd be a shame if we... What? No, he's a game player. He's playing games with you.
True.
Playing games with you. You got to shut the door on somebody like that. Because if it's been going on for a year, it'll go on for another year. And another year. And another year. It's too long. After a certain point, you have to shut the door on the situation.
Okay, next is Charlene. How are things looking on my healing journey? I have been doing energy work to cut the energetic ties with a few past relationship leeches. How is it looking now?
Well, here's the question. Are you able to look back on those past situations and see clearly why it was all meant to happen the way that it happened? If you're able to do that, you've released it. Actually, take it a step further than that. Would you go back and change it? Are you thankful for those experiences? This is what people have to understand. All that, I don't know. No, I'm not saying that you said this, but I do get people that come to me sometimes and they say, oh, I tried a cord cutting. That's a crock of horse shit. Crock of bullshit. Your beliefs and your perceptions are the only thing that can give power to and assign meaning to any experience you've ever had. It's only your beliefs and your perceptions. So, let me see here. Justice reversed, tower reversed. Okay. So you're making decent headway, but there's still quite a bit more work that needs to be done. Quite a bit. Quite a bit. Five of Swords, yeah. Still quite a bit more work that needs to be done. Like I said, you'll know when you've released something, when you're able to see so clearly why it was meant to happen the way that it happened, that you're glad it happened. That's when healing and releasing is complete. That's when the cord is cut. If you can tell yourself, why was it meant to happen? What purpose was it meant to play in your life? You know, that's how you do it. So you're making good progress, but there's still quite a bit of healing that needs to be done. And again, the most important thing to understand is how powerful your beliefs are. I will preach this until my face turns blue and the cows come home. Any experience you ever had in your life, the only meaning it will ever have is the meaning you give it. If you don't give it a meaning, it don't have one. It just don't have one. And if you don't give an experience a meaning, then what is it? Unresolved, unfinished business. Unresolved, unfinished business turns into what? Karma. And that right there is about 90% of the reason why there are billions of humans stuck on the karmic wheel. So, yeah, get in touch with your beliefs. Trust yourself. And yeah, you're doing pretty good, but there's still quite a bit more energy work that needs to be done. Just tapping into and trusting yourself. All the answers are inside of you. That's what that means. What that means is whatever you choose to believe the answer is what the answer is. There is no answer outside of that. So, all right.
Hold on. Whoa, what the heck?
Oopsie poopsie.
You're gonna break my desk.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No.
You break everything. Don't touch.
Come on, girl.
Yeah. All right, anonymous. I spent time with a friend of opposite sex this week. Name is C. How is he feeling about me romantically?
Death card reversed. Ooh. Well, I don't know. This person, the majority of this person's energy is focused on something from the past. The majority. Death card reversed. Three of Swords. Karmic wheel. This person is very wrapped up in and immersed in a karmic tie. So it's making it difficult for this individual to process a connection with anybody else. So I don't really think this person knows exactly what they want. I don't think so, but be careful with this individual here. Be very, very careful. I know you all only hung out together once, like you said, but that question, how's this person feeling about me? That question should be answered in your own heart pretty soon. It also depends on how much time you all spend together. But you shouldn't have to ask that question for very much longer. Not much longer. If you and this person stay in communication and you're still asking that question after a month, be careful. I think this person doesn't really know how they feel about anybody. They're primarily energetically tied to somebody from the past. Trying to forget about a past person is this person's number one priority. And with the 7 of Cups there, well, I don't want to dig too deep into that because I don't know any other details of the situation. I don't know how long you all have known each other. 7 of Swords again, though, twice in a row. Careful with this person. I don't really think this person was ready to settle down with anybody right now. Not settle down. I think this person's main concern right now is to try to forget about somebody from the past. So if you choose to keep this connection going, be picky. Be picky about that question you just asked yourself. How does this person feel about me? You shouldn't have to ask that question for much longer than a few weeks. You should know how this person feels about you within a matter of a few weeks. So right now, though, this person doesn't know. Doesn't know. They don't know how they feel. They don't know what they want. They don't know who they want to be with. They don't know what they want to do.
Okay. Next is Charlotte. Because I have I have recollections from experiences on the other side, but only partial and with messed up timelines. So I'm left a bit confused. Is the person on my mind the one I've made a contract with? Meaning, what is the soul contract with this person?
You've made contracts with everybody that's ever come into your life. Well, 99% of them. It is possible to connect with somebody you don't have a contract with, but that's a different topic for a different. So soul contract is a very general, broad term, meaning whatever we agreed to make happen. You know, like somebody from my past, from 8 years ago, that played a very negative role in my life. That was the contract. In the contract, we agreed to come together and have that negative experience because that was part of my path. And that was meant to teach me a lesson that I needed to learn. That was in the contract. So I'll have to see what kind of contract. And again, I don't know what that has to do with the other side either. But
maybe she remembers this person on the other side from past. I don't know.
On the other side, there are no timelines. Timelines are only in this dimension. So on the other side, that is above all timelines. And you see all the timelines all at once. King of Cups, Page of Cups, Karmic Contract. Okay. And the Lover's card. So I think this is a karmic life partnership contract, meaning you all had a life partnership in a previous lifetime that got screwed up somehow. So you've agreed to come back in and see if you could build a life partnership in this lifetime. So, yeah, that's what that means. So the two of you have a karmic life partnership contract. Don't let the word karma alarm you. That doesn't mean that it has to be a negative thing. Okay, it just means unfinished business from a past life. So, yeah, there is a contract with this person, and it is a life partnership contract, and it's also karmic in nature. So, let me see what the second spread says here. Star card. King of Cups, 10 of Cups. Yep. So, yep, there's a life partnership contract here. But again, like I said, it's karmic in nature, meaning that it was screwed up in the last lifetime And when you come together with a past life karmic soulmate, that's no different than reconciling with an ex. The only difference is, see, like if you reconcile with an ex right now, as soon as the two of you come together, that's going to trigger a bunch of energies and emotions from the past, right? And that makes sense because you remember when that energy was created. But when you come together with a past life karmic soulmate, the same thing happens. It triggers all that energy from your all's last connection. But this ego can't make sense of it because it wasn't there when that energy was created. So that's why karmic contracts are notoriously more difficult than other soul contracts, because it triggers energy that your ego doesn't understand why it's so intense, because it was created in a different lifetime. So those can be notoriously more difficult to work through than a contract that doesn't have any karma. So to answer your question as directly as possible, yeah, you have a soul contract with this person, and it's a life partnership contract and karmic. So best of luck with that.
Okay, next is Connie. Says, I've gone through a lot of healing and feel more grounded. Is there real love coming towards me?
No, love doesn't come towards you. Love comes from you. What comes towards you is a person that vibrates at the same frequency as you. And if you're vibrating at the frequency of love and abundance, then you can attract a person who harmoniously resonates with love and abundance, and the two of you share love together. You take that love and you use it to build, you know? So let's see what's due to come in next. Oh, we got that devil card. I think you will be tested. That is a good thing, though. That is a good thing. Let's see what else comes through here. 9 of Swords. Yep, 6 of Wands. Ace of Cups. Okay, you will be tested, I think. But also, this is, I think the next person you connect with is going to be kind of a layered contract, because there is a little bit of karma that needs to be cleared as well. And it's not uncommon at all to try to kill two birds with one stone, you know. So it's a pretty complex part that the next person you connect with is meant to play. A test and clear some karma at the same time. So that's good. That's good, because that means that on the other side of that, boom, something that has a lot more potential for success than anything that you've experienced in the past. That's good news. That is good news. Let's see, is there any advice or anything that's not just a generic talking point? Yeah, Ace of Cups again. Okay. All right. Hangman. Okay, so devil card again. Don't be afraid to walk away from something that doesn't quite feel right. Now, what it all comes down to is one point. Okay, we're all regular humans. We all have red flags. We all have a toxic trait or two that you know we have to work through. What we're looking for: feelings, intentions, and trust. Those are the three things we're looking for. Do I know how you feel about me? Do I know what your intentions are? Do I know for a fact that I can trust you? Those three things must be present. If they're not present, don't be afraid to walk away from something. And then on the other side of that is your person. So, yep.
Key. Next is for Sarah. Hello, coach. Finally, one reading for me. I was in your school. Thank you for the teachings.
Oh, okay.
My question, I was with a married man for 3 years. His wife caught him. Now connected again, and he wants a baby with me. We love each other. He's married. Should I wait and stay? And then she has another question after this. They love each other.
I'll see here. Okay, so here's what I'll look at. First of all, no, I don't need a tarot card to tell you, no, you cannot trust that person. Okay, but what I will see is if there is a being on the other side that agreed to play the role as your child, and if so, did that person specifically pick an avatar that only you and this person can create? Let me see.
That's not the question.
I don't care. That's what I'm looking at. Five of Cups. Ten of Swords. I'm not seeing a child. No, I'm not seeing anything indicating children here. I don't see that. I do not see that, but I do see the karmic wheel, Nine of Swords, Three of Swords, Ten of Swords.
What is that for people?
Five of Cups. Okay. Karmic wheel.
I know a lot of people don't know what the cards are.
Well, the Nine of Swords, I don't think you need to be a rocket scientist to know what's going on in that card right there.
Is it anxiety?
Anxiety.
Heartbreak.
Pain. Disappointment. And
Yikes.
eventually throwing in the white towel.
Yikes.
So you and this person are definitely karmically tied. Absolutely. But I don't see a successful life partnership coming out of this at all.
So should she wait and stay is her question. Because he's married, and so should she wait for
I'm
him?
not even done.
Oh, sorry. I just thought you weren't going to answer that.
The first thing I had to see is what she says. This is the plan.
Yeah.
So what I have to do is I have to look and I have to see, okay, well, if that's what he wants, let me back away and look at the spiritual timeline and see if that's even in the soul contract.
Oh, okay.
I know what I'm doing, dude.
I know. You know what you're doing. Feisty today.
Okay, well, the card of waiting is in the reverse. It depends on what you mean by should I. I don't ever see a successful life partnership come out of this. But you all do have a karmic tie. There is uncleared karma here. So I technically don't really have the authority to tell you what you should or should not do. But with the King of Cups in the reverse, the only thing I can tell you is the energy that's available with a karmic tie like this. So this is absolutely not a trustworthy individual. Absolutely. I don't really see a successful life partnership coming out of this. I don't see a soul contract for a child. So I can't tell you what you should or shouldn't do because there's a karmic tie here. But I can tell you that this cycle will more than likely loop around and repeat itself and repeat itself and repeat itself and repeat itself until either the karma is cleared or you decide to walk away from this. But since there's uncleared karma, I'm technically not allowed to tell you to do that. So repeat cycle. I don't really see a lot moving right now, especially with the King of Cups in the reverse. So my hands are a little bit tied with a uncleared karmic contract there.
Yeah. I mean, that was good advice. I think, it's just basically the same thing's going to happen. And he's probably going to stay with her. Who knows? Hopefully not. Because that's crazy. How is she still with him knowing that too?
It means he's a really fucking good manipulator. He got caught and she's still sticking around. He's probably blowing so much fucking smoke up her ass Fucking liar.
Yeah.
Careful with that. I'm going to tell you. Careful.
Okay, so her next question is, will I stay at my workplace and get another position?
Like a promotion. 6 of Pentacles. Okay. So that looks pretty stable where you're at, workplace-wise. Moon card, Magician reverse, Sun card. Okay. Yeah, there is potential for a promotion later on down the line, though. Way later on down the line. This came out as the very last card at the very end of the cycle. So yeah, if you do choose to, you are stable where you are right now. There are going to be some open doors of opportunity in the next 6 to 8 months. But they're just like timelines on the side that if you choose to take it, you could. Excuse me. But if not, then yeah, there's a really, really, really strong likelihood for another position later on down the line. Unless, of course, whenever you pass by one of these timelines, if you see something that you like, it's not part of your default timeline, but there are open doors that you could take if you want. So like if you're on the highway going from Dallas to Cincinnati, okay, there's a big main stretch of highway that you're on. And there are exits that if you choose to take them, you can take them. That'll put you back on that highway if you want to, if that makes sense. That's the best analogy I can use for that. But yeah, there is a very strong likelihood that there will be another position available in a while.
Okay. Next is QOW.
Quo.
Quo. I'm a Libra and I'm wondering if my career change idea, being a content influencer and getting paid, is a path I should focus on, / will it be prosperous?
Well, here's another thing. I was just saying this in the last video. What's hard? What are you able to just start doing it and see where it goes? People ask me that question all the time, and I'm always wondering, well, why haven't you started doing it yet?
They said they've already been doing it.
Oh. Because I remember, because I've probably been asked that question 5 times in the last month. And like with me, with what I do for a living, my tarot career, for a year and a half straight, I was working a minimum wage job, and I was just making videos on my YouTube channel on my days off, just for fun. And after about a year and a half, I put a couple of tarot videos on my channel, and then boom, it blew up out of nowhere. But, you know, I was doing both. I was scrubbing cars at a car wash, making YouTube videos on my days off. So let me just see. Never meant to make a career out of it. I had no idea that was going to happen, but you know. Temperance. 5 of Cups. 9 of Pentacles. Well, it is possible right now, whatever your job or career is, there's a soul contract that you're working on right now. So it's going to be difficult to get an open door of opportunity with an incomplete soul contract. Now, who is that with? I don't know. A boss, a coworker. There's some kind of karma that you're working out with somebody that is directly related to your job or your career right now. So it's going to be hard to get an open door of opportunity to allow you to walk away from that. But it is possible. It's possible that you could. It depends on what it is you choose to do. More than likely, and this is most of the time, with almost every of all of the career content creators I have ever met, myself included, 99% of us have one thing in common. The thing that we ended up doing was the last thing that we ever thought we would be doing. Usually, a person pops off on the internet by accident. But you got to be in there playing around with it, just having fun. You know, just having fun. Don't try too hard to overthink it. Just get on there.
Okay, I want to tell you. Because I didn't want to tell you before you started reading because I knew you wouldn't be able to read it. It's Shelby. So she's already been doing it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I was like, if I tell you who it is, then you might not be able to read for her.
Okay. Well, it is possible. So yeah, you have already been doing it. With the 10 of Pentacles right here, it's absolutely possible, but something in regards to whatever it is that you're doing to make money right now, there's some kind of soul contract that's not cleared yet. Not quite cleared yet. So it's possible. It is absolutely possible. Give yourself permission to just do what's fun. Just do what's fun as fuck, man. And don't think about trying to make it a career. That's the biggest thing. Don't try to turn it into a career. I'm not saying that can't happen. I've met a couple of people who have done that. But of every career content creator I've ever met or connected with, 8 to 9 out of 10 of them, in some way or another, it was some sort of accident. So in some way or another, it's, you know, depending. So yeah, I would continue to focus on it. Just don't try too hard to make it a career.
Does it look like she's going to end up like making good money from it though?
Well, there's the 10 of Pentacles in the heart of the second spread. So yeah, it is absolutely possible. But right now, what does she do for work other than
I don't
that?
think that she's really doing anything right now or she's going to be doing the surrogate thing. So right now she's just kind of like taking her kid to school, going to the gym and stuff.
There's somehow, some way, there's something in regards to some sort of soul contract that's not cleared. And any open door of opportunity that allows for a big life-changing thing like that to happen will move her away from something. Like, I don't know if it's a friendship or a relationship or a job or whatever it is, but her cycle's not quite complete yet, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Not quite complete yet.
Someone's saying that they can't find the where it says like buy now or anything on the website. Let me check. Sometimes it blends in. Oh, she's doing hairdress. Yeah, she's doing hair still, she says.
Okay.
Okay, it's like if you're on the website like this, it's right here at the bottom. Buy now. You see? It kind of blends in though.
So then in that case, okay, so doing here. Okay, so in that case, I think that there was a certain number of there's a certain number of people that
still need their hair done.
No, it's so there's all different kinds of karmic contracts. Okay. I don't like the way most people, when they say karma, they're either talking about the universal law, what goes around comes around, or a punishment or a debt that needs to be paid. And I'm not saying that it can't mean that. It's just that's not what karma means intrinsically. However, it can. And kind of like you with your job as a, what do you call it? Wiping people's asses and shit.
Like caregiver?
Yeah. I think that you were paying karmic debts.
Oh, hell yeah. All those asses I had to wipe, that had to have been karmic as hell.
Yeah. So similarly, I think that doing hair, whatever service you're currently doing right now, there are some karmic debts that are being paid that isn't quite cleared and completed yet. Not quite. So, yeah. It's possible, though. Just have fun. Have fucking fun, man.
Yeah. All right. Next. What?
Oh, by the way, Shelby, I love your fucking chapsticks, dude. Those things are fucking badass.
He needs more chapsticks.
I love those
saying
things.
that. When was that? When did you say that?
That was just last night, wasn't it? Or the night before?
Last night.
They are the baddest ass chapsticks. They put this solid, like, seal that stays on your lips for like hours and hours and hours and hours. I love those things.
Yeah. Okay, next is Patricia. Hello, I dearly want to make it to Sedona for Rise of the Guardians, but have no physical resources to go. Is it possible, and can you point me towards solution? I'm an artist. She wants to go to Sedona, but she has no like physical resources and no way to go. But is it possible for her to go? And if you could like advise her on maybe how to manifest it or something.
Well, I don't know how to read that with tarot cards. Usually, I'll read the path. I will read your path. But usually, like when I find myself in a situation like that, I will tell the universe, okay, universe, this is what I want. This is what I'm doing. And see if the universe opens that door. I start taking action towards it as if I'm already going to fucking do it. And if the universe opens the door, I take that as the universe saying, yes, this is your path. And if it don't, which every now and then that door doesn't open, I trust that. Okay, well, I guess that's not part of my path. Let me see here. 9 of Swords. Well, with the 6 of Swords there, it would be extremely challenging. It would be very, very hard. You could make it happen, though, but it would be really hard. Really, really hard. You would probably have to overcome hurdles and obstacles that would be very difficult to overcome. Big time. I'm trying to see if there's any soul contracts there. I'm not 100% sure that your energy is linked up with this just yet. But I don't know with the 2 of Wands right here. With the 2 of Wands, it's not that it's not a part of your path, but that's a timeline that is it's a pretty far jump. 6 of Swords, as you can see, is forward movement, but it is extremely difficult forward movement. This dude is not having an easy trip going upstream with swords stuck in his boat. So that would be difficult. Like I said, what I usually do, I say, all right, universe, this is what I'm doing. I'm trusting that if it's my path, you'll let that door open. If it's not my path, you won't. Most of the time, the door will open. Most of the time. Not all the time, though. Not all the time. Tower card. Yeah. Be careful, though. Now, I'm not sure what else to look at and read here. I'm not quite sure what else to look at and read here. That's about the only piece of advice that I could give something like that right there. I don't think that's part of your default timeline. If it was part of your default timeline, everything would fall into place and it would be no challenge, no obstacle whatsoever. But with the Chariot in the reverse, it's not your default timeline. However, in order to access that timeline, that's pretty far out of your way. Is it possible? Yes. But it is pretty difficult. Basically, you know how the universe fought against us the whole time we were in California. Mm-hmm. That's kind of like what I'm saying. That's kind of like what I'm saying here. It would be a journey. It would be a challenge. It would be a struggle. So I've never been asked a question like that. I'm not
how
sure.
To manifest is what she asked.
I just said you.
Well, I'm telling you, that's what she meant.
You tell the universe, this is what I'm doing. The universe either opens the door or it doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty Usually, this is the thing that I think a lot of people don't really understand about like manifesting and whatnot. It's a trust-based relationship with the universe. You know, when you see people who know how to manifest things, they don't have anything figured out at all. They just throw it up in the air, give it to the universe, and trust that it's going to happen with no evidence to prove whether it will or it won't. It's all trust. It's all faith-based, and it's scary as hell. Scary as hell. You'll trip and fall on your face on the path. Scary things can happen on the path, you know. But that would be the best way to navigate a situation like that, is what I would say. And if you do get that door open, push, because that's a pretty far away timeline. Okay, well, that's about all I can say on that.
I just thought of something.
Oh, what's that?
There was this girl who I thought she bought a 2222, but she was emailing me about it. And then now I'm sitting here thinking about it. I don't know if it's not going to like that way. That's just the stem.
Okay, listen, I'm listening to you.
It's not going to work.
Keep talking.
I don't remember. I don't think she bought a reading, but she was emailing me about her question. And I'm just realizing now I never read her question. So now I'm wondering, did she even pay? Because I don't think she paid, but maybe she just emailed me. I don't know. I'm just having a moment. You have to burn the outside because it's like all stems. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody's saying thank you. Thank you.
There we go. Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to get collect my brain. My brain is gone.
Insane in the membrane.
Insane
in the brain.
Getting, I don't know. All right, let's just move on and I'll figure it out. All right, next is for Jess. Hi, I was wondering about my Taurus. I'm Libra, been waiting on him for most of life. Childhood sweetheart. Will he return / get in contact? He's in Maine. I'm in Florida.
Well, let's see what the contract is here. Hierophant reversed. So are you all in communication? This is what I'm kind of curious, if you're in the chat, are you in communication? And is this person leading you to believe that the two of you could possibly reconnect? Are you able to look for that?
I'm looking.
5 of Wands. Lover's card reversed. Well, I don't think this is a life partnership contract for this lifetime. I don't think so.
Obviously, they're not in contact.
Not in contact?
It says right here, will he return / get in contact? That means they're obviously not in contact.
Okay. It doesn't look like it. Now, I'm trying to figure out why you've been waiting on this person for so long. I'm not seeing anything that indicates a really intense soul connection here. This is a near and dear member of your soul family. I'm not 100% sure. Usually, most of the time with situations like this, there's a reason why the connection is still so intense. Usually. I'm not really seeing the reason why, though, here. I'm not seeing, like, maybe were you life partners in a past life? Is there some unfinished business, incomplete karma? There's none of that is showing up here. But with the Lover's card in the reverse, there isn't a life partnership contract with this person. Let me see what the next spread says. It's going to be time for a deck swap again here in a minute too. Deck swap. Five of coins reversed. Well, I mean, I would initiate contact if I were you. That's probably about the only way you're going to be able to get in contact with this person. Because I'm not seeing this person taking action. There's the Devil card twice in a row. So if you want to communicate with this person, it would be best if you initiated contact. If you're waiting on this person, you're going to be waiting the rest of your life. I don't see this person playing.
Are we on here?
Okay, yeah, we're good. All right. Yeah, I would initiate contact if I was you. I would try to see if you can get in contact with this person because whatever your all's soul connection or soul contract was, it served its purpose. There is no unfinished business between the two of you. So if you want to explore seeing if you can get this connection to move in a different direction or maybe write a new contract, I would see if I could initiate contact if I was you. All right, we'll do a deck swap.
Okay.
Deck swap.
Seiji.
I know. I don't know what happened. It was like, it said connection lost or something like that. I know. I'm trying to get it all together. Who's next? There's like so much going on my end. So I'm trying to like get people's questions. And I got to read people's questions. And yeah, a lot of people are just paid. So I got to get the list redone here. Queen, what's going on with my husband of 10 years and 20 years together? Okay, what do you mean exactly by what's going on with your husband? Just a little bit of detail so Rich will know. Because he's gonna ask. Oh, good, it just glitched for a second. Good, because I don't know, our Wi-Fi is literally trash. We only have Cox Wi-Fi, which I literally cannot stand. I cannot stand it. And there's just not that many options out here in Henderson. So you're kind of just stuck with the crappy one. Okay. Are you guys okay? So Queen, are you guys live together and stuff? Like you guys are not separated or anything, right? Okay.
Seiji. Seiji Weiji.
Seiji.
This is my good luck deck right here. One of the oldest decks that I have. Of all the decks that we've sold on eBay, this is one that I've kept the whole time.
What makes it so special?
Well, I really like this particular deck right here, and I thought I sold it, but I ended up finding it tucked away somewhere. This is from 2021. I ended up finding it tucked away somewhere, and I was like, I thought I got rid of that because it was annoying me because it got twisted. So it was kind of like twisted and hard to shuffle.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought another copy of it and stuck this away, and I thought we got rid of it on eBay. We didn't. So. Seiji. What are you doing, buddy? Seiji. Trying to chew on plastic over there.
Of course, he always finds plastic. How does he just know? It's like he has a nose for it. I've never seen a cat so addicted to plastic. All right, 1 second, you guys. Sorry.
Do. Do. Sagey Wagey. What's up, buddy? You come say hi.
Just a baby.
Y'all haven't seen Sagey in a while. have you?
Sagey does not like to be held. Sagey. He bitches.
He don't
sometimes.
like it.
Poor baby. I need some water. Oh my god.
Yeah, I got some.
I have some right now.
Yeah, y'all ain't seen Sagey in a while, have you? I haven't showed him on this channel since we first got him.
Really?
I remember, yeah, when he was a itty bitty baby in June of 2021. Like I'd be sitting here trying to chat, and he'd be jumping on my lap and shit.
Oh yeah, he was cute then.
He was a little bitty kitten. Now he's a big old brick boy.
All right. I'm going to get the list together while he's reading this. I got to move him over from the emails. How are you doing energetically?
Doing good.
All right.
How you doing?
I'm fine. All right. Next is Anonymous. Virgo, Aries, life path 8. Ex-husband is Aries, trying to come back. Ex-boyfriend is Aries 2. Almost 2 years, broke up and went silent for 2 weeks so far. Any insight?
Okay, well, we're dealing with too many people at once right now.
Yeah, I heard that.
Too many people at once. It depends on what insight means. The only thing I can really look at, first thing, is soul contract.
I guess maybe the ex is trying to come back.
Okay.
Almost 2 years, broke up and went silent. Any insight? I guess which one? Yeah, I guess that I didn't catch that part. If you're in the chat.
Empress reversed. Okay.
Oops.
Well, the ex trying to come back.
I guess maybe do one spread for one and one spread for the other.
Well, that contract was complete. Okay, with the Empress reverse there. So yeah, you have to understand, and I know you hear me say this a lot, but most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, when a man comes back, a man. Now, I've seen women do this too, but it's not as common as it is with men. 95% of the time, when a man comes back, it's because he has no other options. Most of the time. So I don't know if he left for somebody else, or if there was somebody he had his eye on, or somebody he was hoping to get with, or he was just hoping to be able to be with somebody, and it ended up falling through and not working. So now, he's coming back because basically he says, well, if I want to bring somebody into my life, I'm probably going to have a better bet at bringing somebody who's already given me a chance before back into my life. But the most important thing to note about this is the contract is complete. That's the most important thing. So you all didn't part ways because the contract got screwed up. You parted ways because it was time to part ways. So be careful with that. Be careful with that. It is possible to write a new contract, but that's very, very, very hard work. So now what did the other one say? Somebody, ex-boyfriend went silent. What?
Ex-boyfriend is Aries 2, almost 2 years, broke up and went silent for 2 weeks so far.
When somebody goes silent on you like that, just leave them. I guess I'll give this person an energy check. I really don't need tarot cards, but I'll do it anyways. Okay. Yeah. When somebody goes silent like that, when somebody ghosts you, it means one thing. They're hiding something. Every time. Every time. They're hiding something. I'm kind of feeling like, now I'm not allowed to spy on the close personal details of somebody else's personal private life, but there's somebody else involved. Somebody else involved somehow, some way. I'm thinking, yeah, there's a third party here. So there's either somebody else he's on and off with, there's somebody else involved though. And I don't know if you know about that or not, but when somebody ghosts you, I don't care who you are, I don't care why you're watching this video, take this with you on your journey. When you get ghosted, they're hiding something. Something. Doesn't matter. I don't know what it is. It doesn't matter what it is, honestly. Doesn't matter what it is, because if you're hiding something, that means you're not who I thought you were. And if you're not who I thought you were, you're not somebody I need in my life. So, yeah, if I was you, I would release the person that went silent, definitely, and proceed with caution on the other person trying to come back, because that contract is complete.
Oh, crap.
K-Rap.
K-Rap.
K-Rap. 103.5. K-Rap. The crap.
Weird.
Weird, weird, weird. Blue, de blue, buddy, blue.
All right, I got the list. All right, right now we're gonna do Sarah. So
we could do a part 3 later on this evening if you want.
Well, let's just go. Sarah, what does the path look like in regards to my tarot channel? Reading now after 6 months teaching from Rich's school. Took me a bit to go out. It felt scary. This is the girl who was in this school. She bought more cushions.
Okay.
She bought 2 more, so the next 2 are her.
Well, what's it looking like so far?
It looks like she just started.
Emperor, 7 of Pentacles reversed. It's going to be a slow process with the Death card there. This is going to be one of the ways, if you stay on the path, because it's going to be a slow path. It's going to be a slow path. However, you could clear lots of karma like this. Lots of it. Now, in what way, I don't know. But there is a lot of karma that is to be cleared by doing this. It's going to be a slow process, though. But you could take this pretty far if you want to. Just be very mindful of the energy that you put into it. What I would recommend if I was you is to master the art of the post and ghost. Master the art of that. Put up a video, forget about it. You know how long it's been? Back in 2020, I forgot I had a comment section. Totally forgot about it. Not gonna lie. I forgot about it. Because I tricked myself into posting and ghosting so that I wouldn't be in the way, energetically influencing it, so that it could just do whatever. So since 2020, I put up a video, I forget about it. I don't know what's in my comments. I haven't read comments in so long. I have to remind myself, oh yeah, I gotta go respond to some comments. If I don't remind myself of that, I will completely forget about it. But the good news with that is that makes it way easier to get your energy out of the way so that things can flow. San Bernardino, California. Fuck you.
Jeez.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So the path looks pretty good, but slow. Pretty good, but slow. Be aware. This is one thing that I have had several aspiring tarot readers come to me because they can't handle this. Okay, first of all, the spiritual community is very heavily infiltrated by the dark side, first of all. Second of all, you have to understand who your target audience is if you're going to be a tarot reader. And it's going to require a lot of responsibility. If you want to be a public figure in that area, you have to understand that your audience is going to include, but definitely not be limited to, some of the most broken people on the planet. Okay. They're the ones that need the most help. Okay. So you will be attacked. You will have rumors spread about you. You will have people do everything they can to try to cut you down. You will experience attacks from the dark side. The dark will get in there because the dark doesn't want any more light workers. So you're going to have to, again, the art of post and ghost. Just don't even look at it. Don't look at it.
Which you don't know can't hurt you.
Yeah. Don't worry about what they're saying in the comments. Don't worry about what somebody's saying about you. Don't worry about it. Put nothing but heart, soul, and passion into it and let the universe do the rest. So it's going to be a bit of a slow path though, but if you go into it with the right intentions, you could potentially make something pretty successful out of this.
Okay, her next question is, my third book, which I want to publish if it's going to be successful.
So another thing that I want to point out is asking, will this be successful? When you ask that question, you're telling the universe that you don't trust that it's going to be successful. So, and that's okay. Okay, I'm not coming down on you. I just want to give you some insight in how to pay attention to your vibration. When I say, is this going to be successful? I wouldn't ask that if I trusted it was going to be successful, you know? So let me just see the path here. Nine of Pentacles reverse. That's going to be a slow process too. That's going to be a slow process too. So that is a stepping stone on your path towards success. I'm not really seeing any overnight success on this path at all. Everything that you're working on right now are stepping stones that are leading you there. Again, kind of like post and ghost, what I would do, publish a book, forget about it, immediately get to work on the next book. Don't worry about if it's going to be successful. You go into it and you tell yourself, this is what I'm going to fucking do. I don't know why I'm feeling called to do this. It's either going to blow up and be fucking successful, or maybe whatever purpose it's going to serve is something I'm never even going to see in this lifetime. But this is what I'm doing. And you dump all of your heart, soul, and passion into it and trust that it's serving whatever purpose that it needs to serve. Right now, though, you have stepping stones that are leading you on your path towards success. So, yeah, success is on your horizon, but there's a journey of climbing the mountain before you get there right now.
Okay, next we're going to do Rono. Will my visa status be all right for now, or I would have to leave and be back again when my PhD starts in the fall?
Chariot reversed. Ten of Wands reversed. Two of Swords. Okay. Well, I mean, so far you look okay where you're at right now. So far, I'm not seeing anything. The only thing is, though, is that wherever you're from, at some point in time in the next 5 to 10 years, there is some business that's going to need to be taken care of over there. So far, I'm not seeing anything that indicates that you're going to have to do that now. So just to give you, remember how earlier when the person asked the question, I said, wait a minute, here's what I'm going to read. And you said, that wasn't the question. I said, I know, but this is what I'm reading.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here's an insight into the way my mind works when I read. So when she says, is my visa status going to be all right? So if
he or she, we don't
he
know.
or she, okay. If it's not, why? Why would it not be? because everything happens for a reason. If your visa status is not all right and you end up having to go back, that stuff doesn't happen by accident. There would be a reason why the universe is taking you back there. So that's the first thing I'm looking at. Yeah. So it's kind of that's why reading tarot is so draining, because it's much, much, much more deep, complex, and intricate than what you see. It's very taxing. Anyway, yes, very taxing. Let's see. Whoa. Okay, I think you should be okay for now. I'm not seeing anything that you're needed for over there right now, but I do think that will be later on down the line. You will be back there at some point in the next 5 to 10 years. I don't know if that's 5 years from now or 5 months from now. I don't think it's going to be anytime soon, though. But so far, that could change, but I can't really step into that because that would go way, way down a deep, deep, deep rabbit hole. It could change. So far, though, I'm not seeing any reason as to why it would. So I don't think you have anything to worry about that.
All right, next is Ashley. Single Sagittarius, future person who/what's next in romantic partnership.
Let's see what soul contracts are due. So you don't have any miscellaneous contracts due. So you don't have any karma, at least no prominent karma. Now, there might be some backup karmic contracts, but you don't need to worry about that. But there's nothing left but your divine life partner. That's all that's left. I am seeing some past energy that needs to be cleared. And you will be tested. You will be tested. So, yeah, that's good news, though. That is good news. Does it say how long ago the last relationship was?
No.
Okay. Well, there is still some past energy that's unprocessed. That's kind of weighing down. And you will have to pass at least one test before you're a vibrational match to your divine life partner. But you'll be tested at least. And I guess they're, well, I don't want to dig into that because I don't know any details. Five of Swords. I don't want to dig into the past energy without knowing. There's still a karmic tie from the past. I don't really want to dig that up too deep, though, because depending on how long ago that was, can greatly impact your path moving forward. But you're also able to transmute past energy through a new person. But I don't want to dig into that since I don't know. But you'll be tested. There.
She says, I've been single for a long time, but I know the past energy you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
We never dated, but he's past life person.
Okay. All right. Well, there is still a pretty heavy karmic tie there. But there will more than likely be a test whenever you do actually decide that you're putting yourself on that timeline. You'll be tested. And usually, honestly, I'm not seeing it here, but just to let you know, most people are tested more than once. Not always. I would say about 75% of the time, most people are tested more than once. I know I was tested like 20 times.
20 times?
Yeah. You have any idea how many people I turned down before I met you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. And I don't think you were tested, though, were you?
I don't know.
You may have been.
I think I was tested like once.
Yeah, well, Yeah. So most people are tested more than once. I know I don't even know, at least 20 times I was. Every now and then though, if you're embodying this energy enough, you'll be tested and not even realize you were being tested. But yeah. So been single for a long, long time. I would start putting the intention in there that you're going to get on that path. Put yourself out there, make yourself available, do something to indicate that you're on that timeline, that you're ready to call that person in, and just be mindful. Be mindful, be picky and choosy about the energy. And while you're on that path, here's the tricky part too. And this is for everybody. Everybody take this with you on your journey. Here's the hard part. Put yourself on that path where you're ready to bring that person in. And at the same time, don't be afraid of being alone at the same time. Because it's really easy, especially if you've spent a long time alone like that, that when you make that decision, I'm going to start dating again, then you really get your hopes up and you get scared of being alone. You want to maintain that emotional independence while you're on the path. So, okay.
Okay. Next is Sandra. What's going on with my husband of 10 years and 20 years together? What is he thinking, feeling? Where's his headspace? He's just off with everything, so much beeping just because. So he's obviously acting weird.
Are you all wouldn't happen to be experiencing financial issues, would you? Because his head is really, really, really deep into finances. I don't know if that means there's financial struggles or if he's just putting his attention towards that. But I think most men, especially men of earlier generations.
She said a little bit.
A little bit? Okay. Well, most men of earlier generations, you have to understand, men are predominantly raised from when they're little bitty kids. Suck it up. Quit bitching. Quit complaining. Nobody wants to hear it. Nobody cares. So men, as a little kid, are trained to swallow their emotions and stuff it down because nobody cares. And your average man does this and doesn't even realize it. So it's been building and building and building and building and building and building and building. And that's where you see some men, either one or two things typically tends to happen. Either he just randomly, spontaneously combusts one day and it pops and come out sideways, or it could manifest into an illness and kill him. But I think with the 9 of Swords and 7 of Wands, he's been bottling up so much shit that it's about to pop. It's starting to boil over. So you know how, okay, so imagine you shake up a Coke bottle and it's like about to pop, but a little hole pops in it. Psst, shit's squirting out. That's kind of where he's at right now. So 5 of Wands, he's a ticking fucking time bomb. Not processing through his shit, not releasing it. Basically is what's up with him. Not releasing it, not processing, not opening up. At least not 100%. If he does open up, he's not opening up to, he's probably, if he does open up to you, he's probably only letting you in on maybe 25% of what's going on inside of him.
She says she doesn't know how to help.
Well, he has to want to help. That's the thing. That's the thing. When it comes to helping people, you can't help somebody unless they want help. That's the hard part about it. And especially if you all have been together for 20 years, then you all have a code that you've been living by. And if that code has been, running the same way for the last 20 years, changing that code is probably going to be something that he wouldn't really want to do. If he's been this way for 20 years and just keeps most of what he's dealing with and struggling with to himself, he probably wouldn't even think to really open up. Most men don't even know how to open up because they never have. They never have. And yeah, that can cause problems. That can cause problems. But yeah, I mean, the only thing that I could really recommend is asking if there's anything you can help him with, maybe. But he has to be willing to open up, let his guard down, and do some shit that's really uncomfortable, like express what's actually hurting you, be honest about a lot of things. Again, I'm trying to keep it short and sweet because this will trail off into a big, long lecture. But basically, been bottling up too much shit for too long. Basically, is what's going on.
All right. Last one we have on our list is Rebecca. So it says, I'm a Capricorn. Is Mike Gemini going to be able to get the addiction/mental in check? Or am I going to have to keep the walls up for the kid Sag indefinitely?
That's a really slippery thing to read. I got so much I want to say, but I'm not going to say it yet. Let me see what comes through first. Seven of Swords. Okay, well, is he able to? Yes, he's able to. He's absolutely able to. But here's the thing. I don't really think he's being 100% transparent, open, upfront, and honest about everything. I don't think so. He's able to, though. Yeah, he's able to. But you see, here's the thing. People don't understand what the problem of addiction actually is. Addiction, the drug isn't the problem. The drug is the solution. The problem is this person has a demon attached to him, and it makes it so uncomfortable to live in his skin. Just being alive is a miserable nightmare. And the drug is the solution to numb that feeling out, just to get a little bit of relief. You know, if you could imagine that your skin is on fire and you're just on fire, and there's no way to get some relief from it but to jump in the pool. Jumping in the pool, that's the drug. It gives you some relief from the pain. So I don't think he really knows how to battle that demon. And it's a bitch of a demon, dude. I'm going to tell you what, that's a bitch of a demon. That is a bitch of a demon to battle. But the first thing you have to do, first step is being 100% open, upfront, transparent, and honest. And I don't really think he's doing that right now. He could, though. He could. Let's see what the next spread says. Knight of Swords reverse. Eight of Swords reverse. Seven of Cups. Two of Swords. Well, he's able to. Yeah, he's absolutely able to. So many questions that I have. He's able. Willing and able are two different things. Is he able to? Yes, he's able to. Is he willing to do what it takes to start battling that demon? Now, the demon that manifests into addiction is not a demon you're just going to kick overnight like that. It can take a long time to start shedding that demon. And it's usually more than one. There's usually a multitude of demons attached to you. That's a different story. But is he willing to do the work that it takes to start fighting that battle? I don't know. It doesn't look like. I'm not convinced that he has the discipline to start actually doing that. He's able to, though. This is kind of a cliffhanger here. I don't really know how to bring this to a solid point. He's able to. But right now, I'm not seeing the energy that would indicate that he has the inner discipline to actually start doing it. But he's able to. So, okay, there you go.
Okay. That's it.
All right.
Thank you, everybody, for participating.
Yeah,
We love
yeah.
doing these. They're so much fun. And we will let you know when we're going to be doing them again. So definitely listen and watch out for that.
We'll get on and chat at some point. That sound good?
Yeah, very soon. All right.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Doses.